Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Deciphering My Experience. My name is Eric, and today I guess we're going to talk about semantics and words and what they mean and how meanings change and what that has for pertinence to us contemporarily. I was wondering if anybody happened to have a chance to see there was a movie released called Out of the Shadows. It is a very excellent expose on what's been going on behind the scenes, the accusations of what's going on in Hollywood, the Pizzagate stuff, I guess you would say, and the history of the programs that support such activities. I happened to be waiting the second for that film to drop because I was anticipating it to be so good, and it was. It really delivered. I think it's very good for folks that have not really delved deep into the topic yet. It really touches on a lot of really good content. It doesn't, back up so much of what it says, but I happen to know that it is true and it is referenceable, so it's very nice that they presented it accordingly. So I would recommend folks take a look at that Out of the Shadows video that just jumped onto the internet. But the reason that I'm getting into that topic, as usual, is they were touching on the MK Ultra topic and Operation Paperclip, and that is very much part of my work. In one of the drops this week, we came with a new term, MK_active, and that obviously jumped right out at me. Being a student of the MK Ultra program, it struck me as concerning. MK Ultra, if you're not familiar, is a very dark project that's been bounced around from department to department and operated under many different titles. We have right up here just a few of them. MK NAOMI, MK Delta, MK Search, MK Often, and MK CHICKLIT. The information that I've presented previously shows very clearly that human experimentation was part of these programs. The idea was to cover mind control on an individual level, always with the goal of being able to do it on a more massive scale. Everything in these departments is always about scaling up. So, changing the names and changing the titles, making it hard to follow the trail, and it's par for the course. We've seen this with other projects where the government doesn't want people to know what is really going on, so they change the money trail, they change the department. A lot of folks don't want to think that our government can be up to such nefarious things against its own people, but we have a history of that as well. The semantics of these terms here, is it MK NAOMI? Is it MK Delta? Is it MK Ultra? Well, in 1975, the Church Committee dug up MK Ultra, and by dug up, it was just what was left. And the paperwork trail could not confirm the death of this program. So we need to really consider that MK Ultra, by some definition, is potentially still around. And I'm challenging you folks to take your blinders off, stop battling with semantics, pay attention to what's going on in the world around you in reality. Use your own words and challenge what's being presented to you. Don't get into a battle of semantics, and pay attention to what is actually going on and respond accordingly with your own thoughts, and be in charge of your life, take charge of the world around you, and help empower others to do the same. Do not be an obstacle to somebody else's freedom, and support people in their choices to be free.